Premium sedans have come a long way. They were an entry point into the luxury space for many. But now, in an age of high-riding SUVs, the three-box vehicle has created a niche for itself, especially in India, where you are undeniably spoiled for choice.
Now we have the BMW 3 Series Grand Limousine with us, which is known for its sporty drive. The A4 from the brand with the 4 rings is known for its comfortable drive experience. The Volvo S60 is synonymous with high safety standards. And then we have the latest C-Class, which is undoubtedly Mercedes-Benz's most important product in the country. Now, if you had 50 lakh rupees to spend on one of these executive sedans, which one would it be? Well, that's exactly why we are here today, to help you make that decision. But before we do that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever we go live with a new automotive content.
A great premium sedan must be both luxurious and sporty, not to mention it must be good looking. The Volvo S60 impresses us with its quintessential European looks that is both sophisticated and stylish. A beautiful hood, the familiar Volvo grille, sleek LED headlights and Volvo's signature Thor's Hammer LED DRLs. The C-Class is just sharper, tauter and very stylish.
Well, you must be wondering why I'm dressed differently, but your attention would have definitely gone on this C-Class. Well, this is not the C200, this is the C300T in the AMG trim. And now, before you ask us, we do know there's no reason for this car being in this comparo, but since we had the car, we thought of giving the viewers a glimpse of what the car offers in this specific trim. So let's check it out.
Offered with the AMG line package, the C300D receives sporty detailing such as AMG front apron, sporty air intakes, chrome trim element, AMG rear apron, black inserts and AMG side sill panels. The grille is also different and so are the alloy wheels, which are 18 inches instead of 17 inches from the petrol version. Mercedes has cleverly used elements that stand out from its petrol sibling. Moving to the A4, it is the same old 5th generation model underneath, but doesn't come off as outdated. Its brawnier nose, angrier eyes and multiple creases on its body make it very striking. And if you want a sports sedan in its truest form, then the 330 Li M Sport will satisfy your proverbial taste buds. It is aggressive yet attractive, is the longest in the segment, yet exudes that posh saloon feel. But for us, it's the S60 that has our heart pulsating. But the cabin too holds a lot of interest, and that's because the tech-heavy giants come with some heavy ammunition. The cockpit of the S60 leaves a lasting imprint. The white and beige theme is nicely done, fit and finish is top-notch. The 9-inch Senses touchscreen is crisp and responsive, but the C-Class is a class apart. The 11.9-inch vertical center screen is generous and houses all in-car controls. The 12.3-inch instrument panel is customizable. The steering touchpad controls uber cool. The materials top-notch, but seats miss out on ventilation. But the ambient lighting, oh my, just steals the show. The two-tone sienna brown and black combo on the C300D is new. It gets a different steering wheel than its petrol cousin, wrapped in Napa leather with a flat bottom and paddle shifters in silver chrome. You also get floor mats in black with AMG lettering, as well as Burmeister 3D sound system. Looks quite sporty, no? The A4's cabin might not excite you and might feel unimpressive, but there are a few notable elements. The 10.1-inch touchscreen still looks fresh. Feel is very perceptible, very easy to use. It gets Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Unlike the S60 and the C-Class, the temperature here is controlled by a rotary knob. Yeah, it's very old school. The cabin of the 330 Li Sport is well finished and tech-laden. The iDrive 7 interface works well on the 12.3-inch touchscreen. Materials like plastic, leather and metal have been used smartly, and yes, they do look good. You also get wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay and a 360-degree camera.
But most customers would prefer to be driven around in this car rather than drive it themselves, for most part of the day that is.
If rear space comfort is your priorities, look no further than the 3GL. Thanks to its stretched footprint, the car has a spacious back seat than the rest. Legroom is ample, headrest and central armrest are class leading, and the 480 litre of boot space is not a compromise. The other three are undoubtedly spacious, but the 3GL is bang for the buck. Time to get into the driver's seat now and check out how close this battle really is.
Now the A4 comes with a 2-litre TFSI petrol engine that develops 188 brake horsepower and 320 Newton meters of peak torque. Now it may feel that the car is low on power, but the car does not feel sluggish at all. It's no rocket ship, of course, but that doesn't mean that the car would slag behind other cars as well. Despite the low end torque, the A4 is quite quick. The engine refinement is impressive, and the DCT unit that we have on this is very alert. Under hard acceleration though, you may feel like wanting for more. But in comes the paddle shifters to your rescue, and the drive becomes quite enjoyable after that. The Volvo's 2-litre engine is the most relaxed in this segment. It delivers the same amount of power as the A4 with a slightly lower torque. But unlike the A4, the power delivery here is quite linear with hardly any sense of urgency, which is not exactly a bad thing. If you're looking for something comfortable, then the S60 delivers on that. But the enthusiast inside of you won't be happy. The 8-speed torque converter is smooth sailing and prioritizes on comfort. The C200 has the smallest engine in this segment but packs in enough power, even more so than the S60 and the A4. And that's mainly because of the EQ boost that is now standard with the C-Class. The low-end torque is noticeable and quite up for the job, irrespective of what you throw at it. Even at varying speeds, the car manages to tour and commute as efficiently and as smoothly. The 9-speed automatic transmission is smooth and flawless, and if you need more power from the engine, then just slot into the sports mode.
The C200 is smooth, quiet, comfortable and easy. Just the way it should be.
The moment you accelerate the 3GL Sport, you know it's game on. With 255 brake horsepower and 400 Newton meters of peak torque from this 2-litre turbocharged petrol engine, the 3GL is the most authoritative, the quickest in the segment. The 4-cylinder setup is free revving and offers a sizzling performance. And not to mention that the engine refinement level is class leading and the automatic transmission is silky smooth.
In sport mode, the throttle response becomes sharper and the gearbox alert. Not that it's necessarily needed, because The 3's 8-speed torque converter is a mind reader and always keeps you in the right gear, no matter what. The A4 will impress you with its claimed fuel efficiency figure of 17.42 kilometers per litre, closely followed by the latest C200 thanks to the 48-volt mild hybrid system. The S60 sits on a firm suspension, but that doesn't translate into an exciting experience. Its corner carving skills aren't top-notch. The A4 has a sharp contrast in its handling compared to the S60. Steering is more direct and even turns quickly, be it in traffic or on corners. The C-Class has phenomenal control over any undulations. Steering is quick, direct, and in tighter corners, it hurls itself with poise. But leaving everyone else behind is the 3GL again. With its sharp steering, precise handling on corners, and the rear-wheel drive setup only makes it enjoyable. Not to mention the grin it leaves on your face for the rest of the day. Now we are almost at the end of our comparison. But there's one more aspect that needs attention. Probably the most important one of all. Safety. Let's take a quick look. All the cars are loaded with features and it's difficult to pick a favorite. But that's why we are here to tell you exactly which one to go in for. The S60 and the C200 come with driving aids that make traveling safe. The A4 and the 3GL are also one of the safest cars in the segment, but it's the C-Class we have to tip our hat to here. Now for the all-important executive decision, picking the winner. The Audi A4 and the Volvo S60 are both great products, no doubt. The S60 comes in a single petrol variant, while the A4 has a base premium trim which is equally knitted and a fully loaded top-spec technology trim. But they don't tick all the boxes for a customer who's probably stepping into the luxury space for the very first time.
And so it really comes down to these two, the 3GL and the latest C-Class. The 3GL is the perfect driver's car. It is engaging, it is spacious, and it combines sportiness and luxury quite masterfully. There's also a diesel version that you can consider, and it is priced very similarly to the petrol version. On the other hand, you have the C200. It has everything that you would expect from a new car. It will even enhance your status when you step into a social outing or drive into your high-rise apartment. But everything that you would need is concentrated heavily on the front, not particularly conducive when you would be chauffeured around. And the high price tag doesn't really justify what it offers. And that's where the 3GL makes a case for itself, and rightfully so, wins our comparison of the premium executive sedans.